Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? You're right, Owa. Here I am. I'm up here. I'm up here today. Yes. Happy Big Friday, everyone. How's it going? Little bit of a change of plan this evening. It's only going to be a short one. This is only going to be a short one. Reason being, I need to have a little chat about Skyrim. And something that I want to do next week. I'll explain myself. Now, I want to do a little test on Skyrim next week. Okay. I want to try and play it from console. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to see if running through the capture card, it makes any sort of difference for the VODs that go up on YouTube. Or my other solution then is just mod the hell out of this save, this Steam save that we've got running, and we have done for quite some time, because it would be a shame to stop now. But I want to trial console play a little run of Skyrim and see how it turns out anyways, which is something I'm going to be doing next week, a week today on Friday. So what I was thinking, I know this is going to involve creating a new character, right? If we go over the console. This save game's always going to be here anyway. This will always be on my PC. But we'll do things differently this time. What I mean by that, I'm going to see if I can get away with, or successfully roleplay as a dark elf. So we would be starting here in Helgen. No mods to start with, because obviously I want to test how the recording comes off playing from an Xbox Series to be precise. So we'll start life as a dark elf, and we'll make our way up to Riverwood, get Riverwood cleared up. Obviously I won't play on survival either, because that would speed things up as well. We'll have things like fast travel. I won't have things to take care of, and all in all, like I say, we'll be playing a whole different perspective, from the perspective of a dark elf, who is not necessarily going to be strongly aligned with the Stormcloaks. Certainly not straight away. What I'm going to do, I am going to follow the Stormcloaks in Helgen, purely because it's the Imperials that are going to are looking to execute you. So we'll follow the Stormcloaks up to Riverwood, get Riverwood and the Golden Claw all wrapped up, make our way to Whiterun, and start getting all of Whiterun cleared up as much as we can as well. Because one major goal I'm going to aim for is getting to Windhelm, and that's to travel to Solstheim. Being a dark elf, it'd be interesting to go to Solstheim, and even I might consider, when we get there, there's one rule. I want to leave things as tidied up as possible before I travel to Solstheim. So that means no loose ends around this area of the game, as far as we can help it anyway. We're going to try and get things as wrapped up as we possibly can, and then on our way, when we arrive at Solstheim, maybe then put in survival on. I don't know. But with the dark elf build as well, I'm thinking conjuration, to play into the whole ancestral dark elf thing. We'll go full on in conjuration, because I said no way to restoration this time as well, and picked alchemy over it. We'll do the opposite. I'm going to ignore alchemy in favor of restoration, and I was thinking of maybe alteration with that as well, and we'll go like a mage character. Is it alteration? Yeah, the one with mage armor, and that'll be our major source of defense as well. And this time as well, we won't ignore enchanting at all. We'll go deep into enchanting, enchant our clothing. It'll be great. I'm not sure where else other than that at the moment though. I think with the conjuration as well, we can say, we're a strong conjurer because of our Dragonborn ability. We'll like say it's like mirroring Alduin, because Alduin goes around resurrecting dragons, and we'll go full on with the necromancy as well as the Ontronox. I might fiddle around with binding weapons, but I need to research the conjuration tree before we do this anyway, to see what perks affect ghosts, because one of the cool things we can do early on with this playthrough is, of course, right by Whiterun, wherever Whiterun's gone, there it is, up by here somewhere, there's, I think it is actually at the Ritual Stone, right? We get Ghost Friend there, and he doesn't stack well later on in the game. He's just, I think, novice level conjuration. But we'll be picking that up early anyway for our conjuration. Obviously, we can go to Fanga, that court wizard here, pick up a bunch of bound weapons, some other good bits and bobs. And with the bound weaponry, I don't know if, and I'll look this up beforehand, I don't know if they stack with, say, these perks make bound bows better. I'm not sure, but we'll look into that. So maybe bound weaponry, maybe. We'll wait and see how it goes. But definitely be a summoner with mage armor in alteration, enchanting for clothing, and we'll be using restoration as well instead of alchemy this time around. Not necessarily gonna pick any side in the Civil War either, I guess. We'll have to, because we won't be so emotionally attached to Talos this time, and we might be, a bit more sympathetic towards the Imperials this time. We'll see about that as well. Now, in terms of why we've ended up getting arrested in Helgen, maybe, being as we're from Solstheim, maybe we were making a trip by sea from, let's see, Solitude here, from their docks, and returning back to Windhelm to ultimately return to Solstheim. But we, ever in need of some extra coin, took a payment for some extra passengers from Solitude. And this could be where Ulfric escaped, where that guy who we see get executed opens the door for him, while he gets passage on our boat. We don't necessarily know this, we're just, some extra coin for some stowaways, why not? But we get caught on the way back to Windhelm, and hence why we're going to get executed. So yeah, this is my idea for next week, going forward. I don't think I'm really gonna play today. Today I'm more like warm and sticky. It's another warm day. I'm drinking coffee right now. That should explain to you what kind of frame of mind I'm in. It's nearly 7 p.m. and I'm drinking coffee, so I make perfect sense today. I'm a bit of a shambles today, not gonna lie, bit of a shambles. But that's my plan. That's my plan for Skyrim. Okay. We'll treat it as a one-off first of all, okay? Because I just want to trial run this on console. It unfortunately means we have to start again, but like I said, I won't put survival on, just to make things a bit quicker. And we can do things slightly differently, okay? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't make any difference, if it looks really nice, then I don't know. Ideally, I would be able to transfer saves, but of course you can't. This is a Steam save, and I couldn't take that over to Xbox, for example. Yeah, but the other solution then, which I'm also willing to try, is just we just mod the shit out of the game. Nothing like not safe for Twitch. Obviously, it'll just be like all texture stuff. Make the graphics look real nice. see if we can bump up the quality of this game that way. Obviously, Camelworks has got a great video on YouTube where he's got every single one of his mod list, and it's all cosmetic. It's all cosmetic. It won't be anything weird. So that's the other thing we could do. That's the other thing we could do. I just mod the holy hell out of the game, and then hopefully that makes everything improve a lot. Hopefully. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan moving forward. I'm moving forward. How I was hoping that I could keep this going for a little while. It's not going to be a full stream today. Just thought that I'd pop on and be like, let's talk about Skyrim, and just explain. Like, Skyrim's been really annoying me lately. It's been really annoying me, not because it's of the game itself, just because of the way it turns out in VODs. It's not great, and I think it would look a hell of a lot better running through the capture card that I installed. So we'll try jumping over to Xbox, even if it is just for next week. Because it will be a brand new game, unfortunately. We'll be right back at the start. But just to reiterate my plan, okay, which I think is pretty cool. When we start off, we'll be here. We won't have, we'll be here, I think. Oh no, that's the Stormcloak camp. My bad. But we'll be coming from Helgen. I won't have survival on, so we can fast travel all we like. Won't have to worry about temperature. Won't have to worry about food, sleeping, leveling up by sleeping. It'll all be none of that. So that'll speed things up. We'll go up as you normally do. Try and clear out as much of Whiterun as possible, because we don't want any loose ends. By the time we get to our ultimate goal, Windhelm, then Solstheim. And maybe turn survival on when we get there as well. Maybe turn survival on. Because another thing as well, I haven't actually experienced the Dragonborn DLC in Solstheim since beating it on 360. So it'll all be like fairly new to me as well. In Solstheim, it'll be so much fun to experience something like that. It'll be early game as well, so it might be tough. For all I know, it might be extremely tough to go there that early in the game. But we'll try it, just for something different to do, I guess, rather than just starting the game again. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes on Xbox next week. See how that runs, see how it looks, see how it records, and we'll take it from there. If it turns out to be a good thing, we'll move over to a new character, and if not, I think we'll always carry on with this character, but then I'll look into mods. Nothing game changing, just make it look better. Through textures, through graphics patches, through all of that niceness. And we'll try and get something really, really good looking, and we'll carry on with Andy Hero if that's the case. But I want to do at least one-off trial next week. Is basically the gist of what I'm saying here. And the point of me doing let's talk about Skyrim, because I need to experiment a bit with it, and I'm hoping that it streams a lot better. It streams a lot better from console, is what I'm hoping. It going through the capture card. In a nutshell. So I'll post more about it on Twitter, I guess. If you want to throw any ideas at me, that'll be the best place to do it. Is on there. Just tweet at me or whatever you might want to do. Just be like, hey Andy, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Now I do, just to reiterate as well, I do heavily want to, or I heavily like the idea of a dark elf being full conjurer, because of their whole worship of ancestors and things like that. We can kind of, I guess, loosely explain that, why he's going to be so heavily invested in conjuration. You can also like say it's like mirroring Alduin's abilities to resurrect dragons. We kind of get like more powerful as a conjurer because we're a dragonborn. You know, not going to touch alchemy this time. Not going to touch alchemy. We're just going to use restoration. We'll do the opposite to what I said for this character. Not going to neglect enchanting either. We're going to go all in on enchanting, all in on alteration. Yeah, for mage armor. And we'll go all in on restoration and all in on conjuration. There's some things I need to look up, like I said just now. There's some things I don't know what affects ghosts. I don't know if they're counted as undead. I assume so, right? Because over this half of the tree, you got Ontronox, the double duration, and a few other buffing things for Ontronox, and then it just says undead on this side. So I don't know if that means like reanimated corpses, zombies, or ghosts are included in that as well. Also, I need to look up whether bound weapons can be combined with their respective perks over in these combat trees as well. Before whether or not we decide to go into bound weapons. But yeah, with the alteration tree, we'll get things like real interesting stuff. Mage armor. Protection spells like stone flesh are twice as strong if not wearing armor. So if we're wearing clothes, which if we're wearing clothes, which we enchant, we can use things like stone flesh, and they'll be doubly strong. Because we won't be wearing armor, we could go down that sort of route, which would be cool. You know, that means we don't have to bother with smithing either, because we won't be bothering with armor. So maybe that'll free up one of these trees in case they combine with bound weapons. But yeah, it should be fun either way. It should be fun, even though it's a brand new character. You know. There is one drawback though, because I don't think Anniversary Edition is in fact on Game Pass. I think like the base game is. So Todd Howard is gonna receive money from me again, because I'll be purchasing Anniversary Edition on Xbox, I guess. You know, Todd Howard's such a great guy. I'll just give him some more money. Why not, right? He did say it just works. So I'll give him some more money. Just because he keeps selling me Skyrim, I'll buy it again. Give me that again. Give me 2 of those. How many times have I bought Skyrim now? But yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan moving forward. So a little bit of a short stream today with me just rambling about stuff. I've been mulling this over in my head as well, but I've decided to take tomorrow off. So I'm just gonna take a weekend. Okay, I'll be back on Monday. But I'm gonna take a weekend, so no Pokemon tomorrow. It will come back though. It'll come back next Saturday, and I'll be back on Monday with Elden Ring then. And I'm going to, right, I don't care if it takes 4 hours straight. I'm gonna beat that Godskin duo. I don't care if it takes me 4 hours. They're going down on Monday. But I'm gonna take the weekend anyway. That's my plan regarding Skyrim. If you missed it, don't worry, I'll be back up on the VOD. I'll run over it in the post-it note version again, momentarily though. And it'll just be like a sort of trial thing next week, just because I want to see how the game turns out on Xbox. So it might not last. What I might look into as a solution is just modding the hell out of this save. That way we can carry on with this, the point that we've gotten up to, because we've done loads. We've done loads on Skyrim. I don't know exactly. Hang on, let me see if I can find out on my YouTube page a second. See if we can get an exact time in which Skyrim started. Right, videos. When was the first Skyrim video? Maybe I can find out here. Bear with me a second, guys. Pause that. November. So the first video was allegedly the 15th of November, right? So we've been playing since the 15th of November, effectively. That might not necessarily have been weekly, though. It may have been gaps or extras. But yeah, it's been a long old time. I kind of don't want to give up this this character, anti-hero. But like I say, we might have to resort to just modding the shit out of this save. Again, it wouldn't be anything gameplay changing. Just making it look better. That's the plan. You know, and I'll follow Camel's mod list from his YouTube video. So yeah, I follow his list to a T, and we'll have Skyrim looking beautiful. So hopefully nothing will be lost on the recording then. But I do want to trial it on Xbox next week. See how that turns out. So we'll start a new character next week. Even if that is just a one-off, you know. But then I have plans. I have plans for that character, just to mix it up. And try not to be the same as this character. We won't make a decision on the Civil War. We'll take everything that we come across regarding the Civil War as we play through the game. Because this character, if it's a Dark Elf, they won't have so much of an attachment to Talos. They could even be more inclined to side with the Empire, maybe. But we'll follow the Stormcloaks in Helgen, though, just purely because the Empire or the Imperial soldiers are trying to execute us. The reason why we're going to get arrested is because we should have asked more questions of Solitude when we agreed to receive payment for some extra passengers from Solitude to Windhelm. As little did we know that one of those passengers was going to be Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Just shortly after he was let out of Solitude, when that guy who gets executed the first time you get there, he's opened the gates for him. They've got on our ship. We got stopped along the way. We were traveling back to Windhelm, of course, to return to Solstheim, because we moved there when Red Mountain erupted. Our family's at Solstheim, and that's going to be our main goal from the outset. We're going to get all of Riverwood, the Golden Claw, all that done. Get as much done as we can in Whiterun, because we will stop off in Whiterun. We'll try and get a house there if we can, and become Thane. Try and get Tundra Homestead as well if we can. Get a nice little farm on the go. And then our ultimate goal, though, is going to be getting to Solstheim with as little open ends in Skyrim as possible. So that's going to be the one rule. We can't just ignore things. If we get asked to do a quest, we'll do our best to wrap that up before we go. And that's the plan. I may even turn survival back on when I get to Solstheim. So getting a farm in advance might be good for that, food-wise. You know, as soon as we step on the boat and we arrive in Solstheim, I'll pop survival back on. If we get that far, of course. We're probably getting ahead of ourselves there. A little. Okay. I was going to try and talk about Skyrim as much as possible for around about 30 minutes and see what kind of like crowd showed up, and how, if they did, if we did have a good turnout, then to answer any questions as well, or take suggestions on. But it's coming up to 25 minutes. Well, it is 25 minutes now, and that's more or less the gist of what's going to happen with Skyrim next week. It's not moving anywhere. Don't worry, it's not moving anywhere. It'll still be every Friday, 6 p.m. UK time. But I just need to experiment for a part, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. You know, while I try and... It's doing my head in. It's really doing my head in. I'll think about posting this video up as part of the playthrough as well on YouTube, just so everyone knows what's going on. In fact, I'll include next week's part as well, where it's going to be a new game, essentially, as like a little trial through Xbox. The Xbox version, I should say. I'll put that up as part of the playthrough as well. Just keep everyone in the know, I guess, you know. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If you don't like the idea of me starting again, and you just want me to heavily mod the character that we are already playing, then let me know that too, as well. You can reach me on Twitter. It's the same, Mecha Mayfly. Just shout at me there and tweet at me and be like, no, don't you fucking dare drop Andy Hero and start a new character. Or if you know, the opposite, whatever, lay it on me. Lay it on me, and I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Okay. So yeah. We're so close to 30 minutes. We are so close to 30 minutes. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that I need to cover? Essentially. This file isn't going anywhere either, you know. I'm over encumbered, didn't I? Game always decides to do that. There's one thing, actually, while we're here. Last week, I didn't notice something really dumb until I watched the VODs back. And I was struggling with like one weight for so long, right? For so long. I have to include this as part of the playthrough now anyway, on the VODs, because I'm about to make some progress. Right, spell tombs. I had these amazing spell tombs that all weigh one each, and I didn't learn them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 in weight that I could have just got rid of. But I didn't use them straight away. Those spells, incidentally, are going to be awesome as well. They're going to be awesome. As a conjurer, though, as a brand new conjurer, we'd have to go through all that again, unfortunately. That's the Saints and Seducers questline, which gives you some real good stuff. Some really, really good stuff. But yeah, I totally forgot about those books. And I was like faffing and getting really worked up about losing one weight to be not be over encumbered, and I was carrying those 4 weight in books that I just didn't learn. Those awesome spells as well. They're really, really good spells for our build. They would be on our new character as well, but like I say, we're going to be going to Solstheim before we probably before we even pick up that quest. So never mind. But yeah, okay, all right. So that's the plan. That's the plan for next Friday. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to take a weekend. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to take a little weekend. I'll be back on Monday though for the usual schedule, which will be Elden Ring on Monday, 6 p.m. UK time. Beat up the Godskin duo. How am I going to do that? I might just have to like just bang my head against the wall until it's done, until the wall falls down, so to speak. Even if it takes like 4 hours straight, it's going to get done. It's going to get done on Monday, no matter what. The other thing is, I've got recipes for sleep bombs, but I used them all up in the fight, unfortunately. So I could just go and get materials, make a load of them, and then go back with them, because I kind of wasted them at the beginning, not knowing exactly what. I should have waited until now. I should have waited to use them until I knew what was going on with the fight, and then use them. So that's my own fault. But that is an option. We could go and find out where the ingredients are for that item, go and make a bunch, come back and kick his ass, no problem. Wednesday then will be Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim on Friday. Skyrim with a twist next Friday though. Skyrim with a twist, okay? It will be via console, so we'll be testing out a console version, how well that does stream wise, how well that looks in the VOD, and then I will update you depending on how that goes. So new character next week, Possibly only for that week, though. Possibly only for that week. A little bit of a test that I'm going to do because, yeah, I need to improve the quality on Skyrim. It's only Skyrim really that looks dreadful. Everything else looks okay-ish, but yeah, I said recently or semi-recently as well. I want to try and move everything over to console streaming, just to take some pressure off my machine as well. As it probably looking much better going through that capture card, but only time will tell on that. So bear with me, and yeah, I'll call it there. I'll call it there anyways because we're over 30 minutes now, which was my target. And also that would give people time to jump in if they needed to and ask me any questions or suggest anything. You can still do that though on Twitter. Just tweet at me at MechaMayfly and let me know what you'd like out of Skyrim next week or in the future. If you want me to do anything or have any suggestions, anything that I should go for, any advice on the builds and the trees that we're going through. Explain to me about some conjuration perks that I'm not sure about as well. But yeah, ask me anything really. Suggest anything. I'm all ears. All ears. In my eyes are ears. In my hands are ears. I'm always listening. Always listening. Always listening. But yeah, that was it for today. And I'll be back proper on Monday. Okay. So whoever might watch this later on as well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Okay. And peace out. Have an amazing weekend. Have a beautiful, lovely weekend. It's really warm here in Wales and sunny, as you can probably tell. But yeah, have a fantastic time, and I'll see you on Monday. Peace out.